Alright, hello everyone, welcome. I'm Nick and I'm the creator of UnitySelect. And essentially what UnitySelect is, it's this awesome tool that I'm developing to simplify world creation in Unity. So recently what I've been doing is sort of completing some of the things in this tool. So I added things like name selection. You can sort of type in the name of an object and get it selected in real time, and also you can select objects using their tags. And the other thing I added was obviously object type selection. So you can select all cameras in your game, you can select all nodes in your game, and so on, and those sort of things. And then I wasn't necessarily pleased with the appearance of the tool, so what I did is I went ahead and added sort of a new GUI kind of thing. And what I was doing was I was heading in for the look that Microsoft's gone with their what's it called, fluent design, with these nice light highlights and these borders and so on. And that's not perfect yet. I am sort of planning to have it as a separate engine, separate from the tool, and it's not perfect yet. I do like the way it looks right now, so I've sort of let it aside and gone on with working on object selection. Well, the tool at that time didn't look necessarily pleasant to me, so I wanted to have a central place where selection happens, so I created a selection engine. Not the best name, but essentially what it does is it allows undo and redo of actions, which isn't implemented yet, but that should be coming soon. And also it allows addition. So if you select shift, you can select the selection inside of UnitySelect, and that can just be added to what you already have selected. Not the easiest thing to explain in any case. And so from there on, I was looking on to area selection, so highlighting an area in Unity and then having everything in there selected. And this is sort of what's got me to this right now. So I wanted a way to be able to represent cubes and areas in Unity in a really stylish way. And the plan I have is obviously for the materials, I'm probably going to use ShaderForge, which recently became open source as far as I know right now. And what's going to be happening is I'm sort of going to be drawing meshes inside of the scene. I could have done it using Gizmos, there'd be no problem with that, but Unity doesn't support drawing Gizmos without objects, at least as far as I know. I've at least heard of some tutorial that was showing to do that. I've looked for it and I can't find it anywhere. I mean, if you have some information about that, please drop it in the comment section. I couldn't seem to find anything about that. And so what I did was I did a bit of research on handles, scene handles or something, on scene GUI. And so what's happening is these are mainly ways to get information inside of the scene. And I mean, they're nice, they seem reliable, but I've never used them before. So I sort of set them on the side for a while and I went in for the GL library. And this is sort of, Unity describes it as the best library for drawing things inside of Unity. That's pretty much a good enough description. And so, I mean, to some extent, it did appear slow, especially at close views. And so I've sort of been thinking about ways to get away from that. And as I was thinking about that, I recalled the whole idea behind procedural meshes and how kind of complicated it can be, especially if you've never done it before. So I've also been doing some research on that, discovered this awesome website. You can sort of check it out. It has some really cool tutorials about how to do that. They are really old, Unity 5.5, but I don't think anything from then has changed, especially as far as the really best library like GL is concerned. And so I've been sort of taking a look at drawing cubes and using matrices to represent that, and it all looks kind of shaky at first, but it's pretty cool. Sort of placing points and then assigning vertices reliably, which has sort of been tricky for me, but I'm sure I'm going to get through that. So apparently it looks like when you're drawing an object inside of Unity, procedural object, you need to place some vertices from point to point and then just join them using triangles. At least that's what it looks like. I'm sure there's other complicated stuff in there as far as UVs are concerned, and stuff like backface cooling is concerned as well. So after I created this face right here, zooming in on it made it really slow, which is what sort of made me feel like the gear library is kind of shaky in its own way. But I'm sure there's ways to optimize that, and that's what I'm going to be getting on next. Alright, so thanks for checking out this video. Make sure to say what you want in the comment section. Really love to hear from you guys. I mean, say anything, say whatever you want. Don't forget to join our groups, and I'm gonna have the second part of this up, and hope to see you then.